Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me, my brother, Don Andre.
How are you guys doing? How are you doing? You good? How do I look? Wonderful, eh? Yeah, I might look okay, but things are hard in Uganda. Eh? Is it just me or everyone is broke? It's only me. Man, the past 2 months have been hard, eh? You know, brokenness has levels. There's a level of brokenness where when you go into the bank, you start looking like a suspect. I went to the bank last time, I had my 200,000 in the pocket. You know when you've taken long without getting money, eh? You move while you're touching it like this. You make sure you knock. You're looking around saying, why is this guy following me? So I enter the bank and I found the people who own money. There's a guy who came with a suitcase. Another one came with a fridge to come and deposit money. So I reached a moment where I was looking and I was like, hey, I have 200K, but man, these guys have money. So, you know, you start feeling uneasy. Eh? You think everyone is now suspecting you. So I look in the camera, trying to act normal. I pull out my 200K, I can cane it around to show that I've also come to deposit. So when I reached the counter, I found out that my account was even closed. Man, life is hard, man. And being broke when you're a guy is hard. You know, women can be broke, but there's a way their body cooperates with the brokenness. Yeah, they keep looking good. She has nothing in the past, but she looks good. But for us men, when you're broke, man, the body also is like, I'm walking away from here. Life is hard, man. When you're broke, I feel that ladies nowadays deserve better men. By better men, I mean guys with money. Yes. Yes, I believe that. Women deserve better. You know, when you don't have money and you're in a relationship, everything doesn't work out. You know, you have no rights when you're broke. You don't even have a right to complain. When you come and you come to Coffee City, then you order like for cappuccino. Then they bring something else. They bring espresso. And you know you have your tight budget, you will not complain, you will just sit there and drink it in pain. Man, brokenness. You can't even get a loan in a bank. You know, a rich man can just go to the bank, he's like, I need a loan of 500 million. Then they're like, what security do you have? Then he's like, I have a house in Munyonyo, I have another one in Chalewajala, I have a V8 and a Range Rover. Then they're like, okay, it's okay, we are giving you the loan. But most broke men, the asset they have is manpower. Where are you going to get a loan with manpower? Where do you get the audacity to go and get a loan with manpower? Man, let's make money, man. I had a fight with my mom yesterday, and it got physical. So we ended up slapping each other and all that. So I did it to save my life. Because there's a theory around death, whereby the good people in the family, they are the ones who die first. And I was starting to look like that person. Because my mom loves me, she tells me, you're the only one, your brother came and did this, what, then I'm like, it looks like I'll die first. So I started causing trouble. I went and I slapped my mom, we fought, so I left. So I'm now joining the bad people, let them look for another one to kill. So next week I'm going back to burn her house, so that I buy myself more time on earth. I love my mom so much. She's been such a hero in my life. You know, I didn't grow up like with everything, but we ate chicken every day because of my mom. My mom used to go to these places where they slaughter chicken, and then she buys like a kilo of chicken necks only. You know, a kilo of necks. And I grew up, up to P7, I thought a chicken was made out of necks. I thought the thigh was a neck, the wing was a neck, even the neck is a neck. So she would serve us and we would eat and we would be happy. But when visitors come, she doesn't allow us to go around the vista. There's an uncle of mine who used to visit. You know those guys who visit at lunchtime? He's like, hey, I miss my nephews. Then for us, we were already eating in the other room. Then my mom served him like 2 necks also. Then, so to my uncle, it looked like he was the only one. He had bad luck. He came late. He landed on the neck. So he started eating. Then my kid brother came with his plate, also with the neck. He's like, Mommy, I want soup. Then my uncle was like, hey, which chicken is this? The other one has a neck. Even me, I have neck. My mom was like, it's okay. My brother was like, uncle, actually, my mom is like, go and get your soup and get out of here. And my mom is a hero. I love her so much. Though one thing I don't like about her, she's so religious. Eh? Do you have religious moms? Yeah, she loves God too much. Where it has even transitioned into witchcraft now. Yeah, you know, when you're going for an interview, you're like, Mom, I'm going for an interview. Like, you wish me luck. She's like, come, come, come. Then she gets her holy water. I don't know where they get them from. Then she sprays it on your hair. She does this, that. Anything you look at, you're going to get it. Then she has some lip balm, also blessed lip balm. She put like, anything you speak with this mouth, you shall get. So she told me, when you enter the interview room, you go and sprinkle around, sprinkle holy water. So I went there when I was cocky. I knew I had everything. I was like, me, I have God. So I entered, I started sprinkling things in the HR's office. And I was looking at other guys who have come for interviews. I'm like, you guys have no chance. So right now, those guys are working there. Me, I'm here doing comedy. Mom's amazing, man. Mom's amazing. The Muslims are fasting. I love Muslims so much. These guys are, you know, they have some special qualities. Muslims they have beautiful women, they have money. And one thing also I realized with Muslims, man, these guys have big feet. Eh? Have you ever passed by the mosque? And then you see the crocs which are there. I passed by the mosque and I found the imam. He had some crocs the size of a 10-liter jerrycan. He had packed it like, it's like, man, Muslims, man, they are blessed with legs. Eh? You pass by a mosque, you will see for yourself. And I developed a theory around that. That's why Muslims don't drive like cars like Subaru, because the guy might end up, manual cars, he might step on the accelerator and they brake with one foot. That's why you find them having cars like Noah, where there's space. Eh? Muslims are special. Do you have any circumcised guys here? Circumcised guys? I came alone. You guys need to go and get circumcised. It's very safe, it's good, and it's hygienic. Huh? So I went there the other time. I was bored, and I decided, let me go and get circumcised. So I went there, and one thing I realized with circumcision is like no one has experience. Even the old men you find there, they don't have experience. It's not like he has done it before, so he's like, I know the drills. So we sat there in a line. There was a mature guy we were depending on. So what happens is they call you in the room, then they paralyze the guy. So you come back and it's numb, eh? And they start calling you one by one. So when you enter, there are two, like there's the main surgeon, who is normally a guy, and then there's the assistant, who is an intern. This guy is a mess with our lives. How do you bring an intern to work on such a thing? So what happens is they numb you, they cover. Like you're giving birth, they cover something. So you're there, you're awake, you're there counting the things in the ceiling. But the only thing you can hear is their conversation, eh? Where the surgeon is like, so you hold there, hold. Like here, yes. You put it aside. Like, yeah, like this, doctor, yes. Now you get the knife. You are the one who is going to cut. Eh? Like, doctor, I'm scared. No, you do it. This is exams. And then she finally cuts, and then the doctor is like, you have cut the wrong thing. Man, circumcision is messy, man. And circumcision is not like it's not like a barber shop, whereby when the guy spoils your hairline, eh, you first get up, you look in the mirror, then you're like, Msaja, you first reduce here a bit, so that what you get in circumcision is what you take. You're not going to check after like this, then you're like, doctor, you first reduce the side, and man, it's weird. But I've thought about it. What if those circumcision things were like barber shops? Think about it, like you enter there, then you find a chart with types of cuts. Eh? Of course, it won't have ludicrous or what. It has to have like Muslim guys, like the Ahmed cut. Then there is the Faizo cut. Then Bin Laden. So you go, you're like, hey, doctor, first hook me up with the Ahmed cut. And doctor is like, according to your shape, you only qualify for Bin Laden. And circumcision, man. I've been so blessed. with my comedy. I've managed to travel a lot. I've traveled so many places. How many of you guys have ever, what is the past tense of fly? How many of you have ever flying? Man, don't add that guy another beer. How many of you have ever, phew. Man, it's interesting. You know, in a flight, what they do is they normally look for all professions. They make sure there's a doctor, like among the passengers, they make sure there's a pilot. So in case of an emergency, someone gets sick, they like, is there a doctor on the flight, a doctor? Then you go and you help out. When the pilot has an issue, they can bring you replace. But I've never seen where for us comedians apply in a flight. It's not like they're going to call you when the plane, we are going to crash land. And the captain is like, it's your captain speaking, we are going to crash land right now. And luckily we have a comedian in the house, come and entertain us as we crash land. And then you're like, guys, how are you doing? Guys are like, we are dying. One comedy, man. I've traveled, even around Uganda, I've traveled. Do you have any guys from Arua here? Guys from Arua? Oh, nice to see you. Man, you guys have weird names like along your routes, eh? There's a place called Ofaka. Do you guys know Ofaka? You come from Ofaka? Man, that place, the name is not a problem, but I only pity the religious leaders who come from there. Like you've gone for a conference in the UK, and then they're like, also we have from Uganda, the Archbishop of Ofaka Archdiocese. Come and give us a word. You're like, where do you even start from? It's really messy. Before I go, I want to express how hard it is being a guy. Sometimes I wish I was a woman because women have it easy, man. Somehow they get their way around things. You know, a woman can come to your home and she takes you a jacket and it is okay. You say, it's okay, baby, you can take it, but it's never okay, we are telling you today. We suffer to buy those things. Being a woman, man, being a woman is so easy. You know, women do things like, women can borrow like a cloth from a friend, like at a wedding, and then she's like, oh, Sharon, that's a nice dress. I have a wedding next weekend, I'll come for it, and then maybe with a wig also. And then you'll find Patricia with the same dress, and she's looking good. No one judges you. But that is something very hard for us guys to do. I mean, you're not going to be at a swimming pool, and then you see your friend with a nice boxer. And then you're like, John, that boxer, eh? Next week I have a pool party. I want to come for it. Thank you so much. My name is Donny. Have a lovely night. You guys have been amazing.